Welcome back to LCK Challenger League live at the WDG Esports Studio. I am Vlades, with me is Lulp, and we are getting into the second series of the night. This is going to be Bro up against Kwangdong Freaks. Who do you think is going to take this one, Wolf?
I'm gonna lean Kwangdong Freaks. I'm gonna tier list it a little bit. I'm gonna say I think 7th place is gonna be 10th place. But you know what? I think it's going to be 3 games, though. I think it's going to be a little bit back and forth. I think blue side going to be strong. I think it's going to be a 100% win rate for blue side tonight.
Well, it seems like some of our teams believe that is the case as well. And in fact, for our first series, that is the way it went. Blue side did win all 3 games, so that would make it 100% if blue side wins all 3 games once again in the second series. And I think Kwangdong Freaks have side selection based on the fact that they're on the left side.
Yeah, that generally not
sure.
always, but generally does.
Sometimes, most of the time.
Indicate.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't think it's on the paper, so.
No.
It's not on the paper.
It's not on the paper.
Valdez often looks for the paper for inspiration.
Paper. Okay, so the first time these two guys faced off.
There he goes again. Paper for inspiration.
First time
things
they
off
faced
the
off,
paper.
Kwangdong Freaks won 2-0. And I believe that
was in week 3.
Maybe week 2.
Yeah. No, I think that's week 3, March 18th.
No, I think it's week 2. That's match 18.
Oh, it's like March 18th. That doesn't even happen.
Yeah, here in March 86 as well. Like.
Okay.
Always look to the paper.
Well, the paper was quite far away in this case. It's very small writing.
Our AI needs a little bit of an update over here, and that's just fine because
it is week 2. Yeah,
that's the way it goes sometimes. Wolf double checked on his paper because they play 2 matches a week.
Yeah, but
and that was the 4th match.
I know, but
that Kwangdong played.
Okay.
All
right. Yeah.
Yep.
No. Yeah, I was looking at the KT Rollster stats by accident.
Okay.
So I didn't
nice.
Put my new paper over the old paper, which is tradition when you move from one match to the next.
That's usually what I do. Yeah.
You put the new, current, up-to-date, relevant information.
It's a long-standing tradition with our people, casters and commentators.
I'll give you guys
esports.
a little bit of a peek of the. Paper.
There's a paper. Oh. The AI is holding up his paper. What does it mean?
But it's
Why
going
do
back
AIs need
down.
Papers?
It's going back down.
Okay.
And that was
do
also
you think
the old
Bull
information.
will play Varus today?
No.
No.
I'm kidding. Yes, of course he's going to play Varus. It's going to be
he might play
tempo.
Draven.
No. He's going to play Varus.
He's played 12 games of Draven and 12 games of Varus. One of those picks
he
might pull ahead today.
Yeah, he has also played 1 game of Ziggs and 1 game of Jerry.
That's true.
Here are our standings. And as you can see, it's 7th place at a -17 and 10th place at -24 here game score-wise for Kwangdong versus Bro. Only 3 series
G-Clef's in the chat.
Oh, what's up,
What up, G-Clef?
Wolf Vapor?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like what you're insinuating here.
Yeah, I think he took it like 1 step too far with that one. Yeah, as you pointed out, Wolf, at this top of the show, there's a big difference between our playoff teams and the rest of the story.
Yeah.
So
there's 22 games difference between T1 and Kwangdong Freaks in 6 series. So
it's true. 6 series wins.
Yeah. Breon have only won once this season, and it looked like for a while there that maybe they wouldn't do it at all. But they did do it, and maybe they will do it again tonight. Maybe tonight's the night for a 2nd win.
Do you remember who they defeated?
No.
Live Sandbox.
Ah, okay.
The team that is currently in 9th. Kwangdong Freaks up against Breon. Match 85. This is the last week of the regular season, guys. So what's going to happen is we're going to do these last couple, well, not couple, but there are a bunch of games, and then we get into playoffs next week.
That's true. True. All right, so here are the stats here for Quantum Freaks. Notice they are stronger on blue side ever so slightly. They have a pretty high first blood percentage for their win rate. Notice their win rate with said first blood is not as high as most teams would be. But they're looking pretty happy going into this one, knowing their favorites for sure. Standard starting roster for this team today. Music's kind of slapping right now.
Yeah, I'm just letting it ride.
They are still using the "Bite It" slogan.
Yeah.
As you can see with the teeth here.
What kind of animal do you think that was? Was that a human?
It was a primate, probably, of some kind.
Okay.
Just based on the teeth.
It kind of looks like a worm.
With teeth?
Yeah.
With like,
Worms have teeth.
but like not like that.
Well, maybe it was a big, very zoomed up picture of a worm.
It was a hamburger with teeth. It really did look like
he figured it out. It was actually a hamburger. Okay.
All right, so Breon have also brought Enosh again today, kind of being the mainstay for them at the end of the season.
What did you say?
They brought Enosh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Enosh
Yeah.
coming in.
He's,
They have used a lot of players as subs, right? We've seen Enosh coming in with Palu, a couple of supporters, but then you've also got Doive in the jungle, who played before Raptor came back, Gamin for AD carry.
That's a pretty extensive roster, honestly.
You had one game from, oh, actually,
3 games.
3 games from Gyosu, who played only Lulu.
The Professor.
The Professor.
Well, this is going to be the key position here, jungle. And for those who have watched my Challengers cast, and usually I'm with Valdez, so our Challengers cast, primarily know that Courage has been a player I've really liked for Quantum Freaks, even though he has, his team has not had great results. I dubbed him the player I thought like most likely to actually go to the LCK next year, just because of all the circumstances that we went into last time. Like, he's not playing behind an insanely high-level player.
APG. Let me look at my paper and see if... No, it doesn't help.
Hold on.
Assists per game?
Could be.
I think that number is kind of
They kind of did. They did kind of like add up,
matched.
but
Yeah.
a weird way of saying kill participation.
I think they also had kill participation as... Maybe they
Yeah.
didn't. They also had first blood participate, which, you know, I think that makes sense. Draven the first ban. Is Varus the second ban?
Decent chance, I'd say. As Bull is like, this guy's get me every time.
How do they know what I play? Ashe.
Okay, they're like, you don't play that because no one plays that, but you will not be playing
Well.
it in this game either.
Unless KT decide to give Homolife Esports a chance and give them Ashe, which they did
Yeah.
in our first series of the game, and Homolife Esports did take that chance.
It
and
will
won the
not
game.
happen again, Valdez. As there's the Varus ban, so
Caitlyn?
could
Karma?
be.
No Lee Sin first pick. Oh, Annie's
Annie's
up.
up.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god. Oh, that's the easiest first pick slam down. Annie is so strong.
I wonder if it's an Annie Blitzcrank angle.
Sure.
Could be.
It's probably just going to be like Annie, Sejuani.
Gragas, I feel like, gets hit pretty hard with the Seraph's nerfs. Don't feel like he's as strong on this patch, but he's going to
Can
get picked
still
up.
do the CC, Wolf.
Yeah. And I was going to say, maybe his tank builds are still very normal, but he will not be playing tank this time. That's really
This
weird.
guy.
This guy? What? What's a guy? Okay, Rakan actually going to be the bottom lane here.
That's
Zaya.
Zaya.
Well, it's okay. In the LCK, it's the Rakan
We've
ban.
done
You normally
one best of 3. We can't hold it together for the second one.
the portrait has Rakan in it, even though
It does.
he's not locked in, because
does.
it knows
True.
that like he will definitely be played. Because have you seen the meta? Like, she doesn't play with anybody else.
Yes, that's true. Unless the Rakan gets stolen away, but it can't get stolen away if you pick them both
Nope.
in the same rotation.
Nope. All right. So this is the
Oh my
beginning
god,
of our draft.
bro, have insane amounts of CC.
Yeah. Those crowds are about to get controlled, Valdez.
Yeah.
So, what comes next here gets pretty interesting. They can lock out the jungle for Courage. They have
Kaisen
already...
Rakan, he was saying with Zaya.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. You can play that lane. I'm sure that we'll eventually see that in the LCK.
Yeah, probably. I want to see more Kaisa. As Jace is banned, so not going to target Courage at all. I mean, Lee Sin, Elise already banned. It's cool. You can tap your foot on my foot. It's
Yeah,
not that
we
weird.
just had a tapping foot
We had a
moment.
moment. It's okay. Courage is best champion in the eye test for me has been the Wukong. They'll take that away, so taking Jace too. As what's it going to be here on the bottom lane? We're just going to go Felios Thresh?
Probably.
Because I hope so.
Felios Nautilus?
Like locks in Veigar. I'm like, no, not here, not this time.
I mean, honestly.
Oh. Kevin wills it into existence. It's not going to be the Kaisa Rakan, but this is going to be Kaisa at least.
Kaisa and Leona, perhaps? Leona's pretty good into Rakan.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. It's more CC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Speaking of which.
Yeah. Sejuani somehow made it through this draft this far. Okay, well, it's Viego Sejuani. Spoilers, you're supposed to pick you're supposed to pick the Sejuani first and then go, well, it could be flexed. Hold on, that's not Sejuani.
Pick Sejuani.
This is the best part of our draft music.
I love this trap beat.
Okay, wait, he's going to do Ornn.
Emilio support? Not yet.
This is significantly less CC, Valdez, than what Breon had.
Why?
Rather than Leona, you wanted Leona here instead?
Yeah, I mean, Renata's really good into Guangdong. It is really good. That lane is just kind of weird, though.
Yeah.
It's like not something you see every day.
It's not going to be that strong in the laning phase, but with some help from Vi, can be pretty decent, right? And with the bailout, you know, Kaisa can go really deep. Not going to happen usually pre-6, but it can. But Breon have a mid lane that's not going to be under pressure by Annie. Just going to scale it up. A top lane where there's not going to be a lot of power, but they're going to be playing around bottom side. So if you think about it that way, kind of like the Renata here. In terms of engage, Guangdong Freaks don't have as much hard CC, but they do have a lot of it, actually. Like, they have the Annie into Ornhorn, into Viego. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. They got, like, they actually have more CC. It's not as easy to set up, but the beginning part is. You can chain it all together.
Yeah. Palu's job is to not get caught and then press R. And then what you do is you bail out the guy that's getting CC'd to death.
Yep.
That's his job. Do not get caught. This Renata Glask has such a crucial role in this bro composition.
Just don't die, forehead.
Yeah, just don't die, don't get caught, bail out the guy who does get caught, and then press your R button. And you basically just roll over Guangdong if you can do all of those things.
It's very difficult to catch this Zaya too with the Vi. So when Bull ults is going to be quite critical. How long he can hold on to that.
When Bull ults.
Bull ults.
When Bull ults.
Bull ults.
Bull ults.
Watch for the Bull ults.
Watch for the Bull ults. And make
Bull
sure...
This is the Bull Ultimate game of our 2-game Tuesday.
All right, guys. We're going on to the Rift for game number 1.
No, I think you were a little bit late that time.
No, I wasn't.
Nah.
I was holding the beat. You have to go on the downbeat. And it's like a 4 count, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get there someday. We'll get back there someday. They ended it earlier.
Somebody asked about
that makes it more difficult, yes.
Why they wouldn't play Morgana. You have any strong feelings about that?
I mean, Black Shield is really good in this meta. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing Morgana and Annie in mid lane.
I was thinking about, I mean, that's a really good call. But I was thinking about CC recently. Like, we've been talking about this a lot. I feel like it's already very old, even though it's been kind of a new concept where it's like, wow, it's just only CC all the time. I think Morgana, not only does she offer CC, but her anti-CC, like, I'm kind of shocked we haven't seen that tech come through. I think she's pretty weak right now, but just to be a CC... Okay, hold on. A little bit of a fight. Well, if we're gonna...
I don't know what to say, Wolf. Everything missed. Every ability missed. Oh, man. Okay, well nice little trade at level 1.
Ignites exchanged.
Nice, nice.
No flashes, no cleanses, no Healy.
This is going to be advantage Unknown Freaks, as heal will be better in the early levels.
Yeah.
I just got home. Did Faker win? Yes, Faker wins every day. Hashtag winning.
Hashtag winning. Hashtag things Faker does.
Yep.
Hashtag things Faker does _ winning.
Yeah. Well, you guys can watch Faker. I think he's playing soon in the LCK. Not today.
No.
But maybe Wednesday or Thursday would be my expectation. I don't remember the schedule off the top of my head.
Thursday.
Oh, I guess it's tomorrow. According to Gray, Darge, G-Ling.
I think it's Thursday, isn't it? T1 versus D+.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it's Thursday.
I don't know. That's what I said originally.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Nice smite away here, bro. Look at bro getting proactive.
Being very aggressive early.
Look at that. Love it.
Frim winning lane. What?
Yeah. Of course.
Against Illima? Who? I mean that in a good way, like. Courage spotted on 1 ward and then spotted on 2 ward. Yeah. Can we do 3? No. There's no
third. Get a 3. Any 3s?
There's no 3rd ward in the area, unfortunately. Oh, no. Can he be scried?
Can he be spotted on his own ward?
No.
Yes. Okay.
That doesn't count.
Spotted.
That doesn't count. They
That's
can't
a ward.
see that. They haven't spotted him. He has no spots on him either.
That's true. He doesn't. I mean, we don't know 100%, but
no spots that we are aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever feel like the icon for Drunken Rage, the W for Gragas, looks a little bit out of place? Doesn't look like what Gragas looks like at all.
Okay, first of all, how do you know the name of that ability?
Because I'm playing a lot of Gragas recently.
Drunken Rage?
I think that's what it's actually called, Drunken Rage. Look at that. See, doesn't that look a little bit out of place?
It looks like a wizard holding a staff or something.
Or like a little devil, almost.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't look very Gragas-like to me. Just wanted to air that out.
Uh-oh, Ivory might have to flash here. Will he get a chance to flash? Yes, he will. Lots of damage comes in, but the handshake is there. And Ivory will be okay.
Thanks to Drunken Rage. And everything else that happened in his flash. And fall damage being too low at this stage of the game.
Now I keep reading Ivory's name like Jerry. What have you done to me, Wolf?
Sorry.
Meanwhile, Frim might just die as a little caster curse from Wolf, perhaps, but no, just a grass
He's okay.
proc.
He's okay.
And maybe a demolish proc up there as well. Palu in unfortunate circumstance. But he can just hop away.
He's going to be all right. He's going to be all right.
He's going to be all right.
He's going to be all right. All right, so let's take stock of the state of the game. It's very close.
I only trade bonds.
And that's it. So now that we've done that.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Maybe
it's
a
another
potential Drake take?
Drake first.
Yeah. Now there's a ward here.
I'm
not sure. What's going on, Rito? Anything special you want to tell us about? Anything about the new Drake spawn percentages?
Yeah. They're like, unfortunate bug on 13.5. Hextech spawns 100%.
All right, we're
often.
fighting with level 6 prep for Cleaver. Don't know about that.
Oh, there you go. And he flashes and presses R, but where is the damage?
The body slam.
RV. Ivory, and he's just going to tank that all up. Had the bailout just in case, and that's 2 kills for Bro.
You know, I often do eat at Arby's as well, Valdez, when I'm in the States, but I would not use all my CC on the Gragas here in the early game. It didn't have Flash, but he has Body Slam and Cask, and he did a lot of damage and his own counter CC. And he's just going to back here to pick up his next item.
We got to look at the replay of that because
like, all right, watch this. He has
full health, Drunken Rage,
Flash,
anti-damage.
He flashed on him.
Body Slam there.
Body Slam is the triple. Cask is beautiful. Cleaver's caught by Cask. 2 kills. Almost 3.
It's pretty straightforward. I mean, well, Xayah has, like, did he even have a Noon Quiver in that fight? We'll never know. But, like, even if he did, it's just not enough damage.
Yeah.
And he has a Catalyst. Did she even have a Catalyst in that fight? Probably not.
I don't think
Wouldn't
so.
be any extra damage.
Ivory just picked it up.
You think that base damage?
Maybe if he took some damage in that exchange, he would have gotten his mana back faster.
A drunken, raging Gragas is ever going to kill him? The answer is no.
I mean, yeah, it's not great, but at least everybody followed up on the Flash Tibbers. You know, sometimes in challenges we don't even get that. Sometimes the Flash Tibbers comes through and the Rakan is clearing a ward somewhere. But this time they all did it together. They did 3, 2, 1. And then threw the fight and gave Drake over to Bro.
Yeah. Wait till late game Tibbers. Yeah. I mean, you're right. But
Ivory,
when you're forcing fights this early, don't expect it to do damage. Good morning, Jefferson.
Yeah. I think he just means everyone should be general manager, but that's okay. You can say good morning to him.
Okay. I just wanted to say hello, you know.
Also, everyone in this game, all 10 players are Grandmaster as well. Everyone, so.
I mean, at least.
At least.
Grandmaster isn't the highest rank.
Yeah.
So they're at least Grandmaster,
I just mean they have
and a lot of them are probably Challenger.
Well, they're on Challengers rosters.
And they are also on Challenger roster.
I mean, a lot of players actually, when they join teams, don't actually maintain Challengers on their main accounts because it's a lot of work and they got to scrim and do other stuff. But yeah.
That's true. I'm challenged for. Oh my god.
Okay, all right.
That's one way to say.
Somebody unplug the keyboard. Mom's gonna have to come unplug the keyboard. She's gonna take that USB dongle
Mom
away.
would be very unhappy with you. What's the difference between Challengers and Academy? Challengers is like Tier 2 and Academy is Tier 3.
That's right. We have explained this a few times, but it's always good to put it out there.
Yeah.
So Dongmu plays in Academy, probably the most notable Academy player right now.
And she won both of the games that she played.
That's right.
On, what was it, Lulu and Rakan?
Lulu and Alistair, I thought. Oh, no, it was Alistair, I think you're, or sorry, it was Rakan, not Alistair.
Rakan.
Yeah, my bad. Might be.
NP.
Cool.
Janna viable win? I think she's viable now.
Anyone remember Smite top Janna?
Nope.
No?
No, it's gone from my brain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I pushed
Weird
it
that
out.
you could remember the 8 CS lead for the Syndra versus the Akali in the early game, but don't remember Dun winning games of top Smite Janna. Weird how you have selective memory like that, Valdez.
According to LS, Janna is one of the best supports in the game right now.
Ooh. Funny we don't see her.
I think it does have a lot of potential to be top level. I would imagine that pros aren't scrimming it a lot, and that's why we just don't see it.
The reason why I think
with the amount of engage, it's like, wow.
Yeah, it's free follow-up no matter what, because your knockup is going to go through anything. So it's like
that too.
If you get any CC like at all, she could follow up through enemies. Doesn't matter. So I agree with LS. But sadly,
she's cast over. Okay.
Good flash.
Some, you know, bro and brew for the boys here
in
the mid lane. There were like 4 of them there. They all got a taste. That's very nice of you, Gragas.
Just Sharon. Okay, now with no
Sharon
flash,
is
they're
carrying.
going to top or drop. Well, the talking today is not going to happen, I guess.
Okay,
well,
we're using everything on the Cleaver, and he lives!
Okay.
Just trots his way out, and finally he goes down as, oh no, Courage.
Tibbers!
He's trying desperately to find somebody. Yeah, Tibbers is trying to get this kill, but Raptor looks like he should be able to get away or at least execute. He's even trying to back here. I don't think he'll be able to... Oh! Courage! No!
Courage the cowardly Viego. Well, it looked
feels so bad.
It looked pretty bad for Breon at the initial commit there to killing Cleaver, but they actually had enough follow-up damage and there was no assistance.
Renekton flashed.
Okay.
Just a little update. Probably wanted to get the Demolish proc, and to be honest, good on him. Like, there's no, you're not using your flash anyway.
Well,
get that gold.
I'm a big
worth.
I'm a big believer in flash, better than Demolish proc. But if you get the gold on the plate,
as long as the enemy team does not punish you while you have your flash down.
Well, let's keep track of this, Valdez.
And you don't lose too much CS from having to play safely.
Let's keep track of it.
It's worth it.
As everything is used on the Cleaver, his Tibbers is great. The follow-up actually from Andil is pretty insane. But then, hostile takeover
ult was massive too.
Because if neither of those supports actually get involved, Annie just dies, and that's the end of that. So Raptor actually will blast Clone over the wall, and yeah.
Yep.
Yundo just want to make sure we knew that the back was completed.
Thank you, Yundo.
There were some possibilities that that wasn't going to be shown. Was the IG Kaisa skin, which we all do like. Jack, you love.
Yeah.
Skin, my favorite.
Big fan.
It's the only Kaisa skin I use, I'll be totally honest.
LS advocates more for roaming top lane Janna than support Janna.
Well,
now, I feel like he's cooking a lot. You know, I've never seen it. I don't know. But that seems a little bit more dank, if I had to say myself.
What was that? Wait, hold on. Wait a second. I'm not familiar with this Korean client sound effect. What was that
was
sound?
Was that Gragas? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't think it was Annie.
Pet?
I don't think so.
I don't think the jungle pets make that
I actually
noise.
thought Valdez's stomach was rumbling next to me or something. I'm like, we just ate.
Oh,
man.
it's Viego's backing sound. All right. That
We're
was
gonna
a
have
very
to watch
weird
that
noise.
again.
Yeah, can we get a replay, Indo, please?
Well, there's next time he recalls, please check it out for me.
It's
which
the
could be soon.
Lunar Viego skin, but she's not having it. So look, they're trying to punish the flashless for him.
Yeah.
That's something you can do now that he doesn't have his flash. But if he doesn't get punished for using his flash, and he got a free 175 gold for it, then it's worth it.
Yeah. No, I mean, can't argue with that, but still keeping track of it. So far, so good. So far, hasn't been in any real mortal danger. Just supposed danger. Is Raptors going to start this up?
YouTube chat is very confused about our talk about roaming top lane Janna. They are not in the know.
Well, she used to take Smite in the top lane. That was nerfed. It's not good anymore.
But now you can roam, apparently. As they're trying to take this one down,
yeah,
Elma's like, oh, they're doing it. We don't have vision of it. Let's try to fight. Let's see how this goes. I mean, Frim is waiting with a full rage bar. Just ready to press his buttons.
He's so mad. But he's going to keep he's going to hold it in. He's going to go straight back to top lane. That's actually a good way to handle your anger.
Catching up in CS now, though, probably related. I think he caught up by like 5 CS. He's still down 10. But you're right, you know, that is something to take into account if he has to play safer because he doesn't have flash and he's losing CS for it.
This conversation is like, he's going to get his flash back, and I think we can just say, like, you, in this case, were right.
In this case, it was a good trade.
I'm going to be honest, though, Valdez, I think that Breon are playing they like look clearly to be the much better team in this game so far.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a close call there with the collapse on the Cleaver and Ando coming through with the ult, but
Drunken Rage.
Yeah.
Okay, we get a stun in. Tibbers as well. Flash from the Viego as Cass comes in. Very defensive. Ivory just trying to survive. The damage is quite large, and the Ignite might do it. One auto as well, but the Drunken Rage again. And Ivory is going to live.
It was actually just as passive. Which is called...
Drunken Rage.
No, it's called Happy Hour.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I'm just pulling a little bit of an atlas, randomly saying all the things.
How do you know these things?
Ivory or Survivory? That's what I'm saying. He got out. He got out. Some Happy Hour passives, a little bit of an escape action.
It's not Escape Artist, though.
No. That, yeah, no. As they are going to group, actually, even bringing Freedom down here to take out this turret. I like this because it's going to lead into a Drake take, potentially.
It's very well timed, too.
Yeah, like this team's just kind of all on the same page. Good macro. Yeah. Bogdan, where are you at right now? Looking like you're the 10th place team and Bro's a 7th place team.
Oh, called out.
But just in every way, Breon have looked way cleaner this game. It's kind of unexpected.
Very true. Yes, Escape Artist is gnome racial and WoW. But I think there's also one ability in League. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure.
Wait, is he going to recall? Wait, hold on, Viego?
Bro have the massive positional advantage here, like, by a mile. There's no vision in here at all. Like, you know, zooming out, he's like, they can't see anything.
Now they can.
Well, Vi's going for a little roam over the wall, as now they're just going to engage into Palu, who throws in his massive ultimate into all 5 members of Kwangdong Freaks, who, again, they have to get in melee range, they have to run at Bro, and the Renata Glass gets so much value.
Very messy fight here for Kwangdong Freaks, and like you said, the positional advantage is the choke point that Breon are holding on to, and Undil forces the engage onto arguably the worst champion you could engage on. Maybe like Vi is worse, but not really actually. As watch this, Palu is up here in this choke point. Ivory catches Illima, so he takes some extra damage, and that's when Andil sees his opportunity. He's like, okay, body slam on cooldown. I'm gonna get on top. Everybody except Bull. Bull also ulted it, but I mean, it's literally a one fight just based on the Renata ult alone. This champion seems pretty strong right now, and you and I were like, maybe could have been Leona. No,
yeah,
no.
The lane felt weird, but they ended up just going basically even, and then the amount of value it gets in team fights is just ginormous.
Yeah, I mean, especially when everybody tunnels on one champion who can just press R, and that's the end of it.
Perfect game, pause, champ?
No, maybe. Wow.
So far. No heralds. They did get one plate in the bottom lane, but that doesn't work into our official reading of perfect game.
Nope.
So still a perfect game here at this moment in time, although Illima.
Hold on. Frim's coming. Frim's coming. Frim's coming. Frim's coming fast enough to stop this. He will prevent this.
Is this a rebroadcast? Yes, this is from 2025. We're rebroadcasting from the future. We are AI robots.
We know everything.
T1 plays on Thursday against Dikia. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay. Like I said.
Wolf and Trafalgar D. Law. Very cool.
We know.
They are all on the same.
Okay, Frim is getting in here. Palu also trying to set up some deep vision. All he has to do is not get caught was the thing that you said before this game. Like, just don't get caught. Very strong. And he put himself in harm's way a second ago here, but
even if you do, you just buffer it, you know?
Speaking of getting caught.
Drunken Rage, Happy Hour, Drunken Rage. Can he survive? Happy Hour, the damage is there, but the stun misses and the Q is not enough.
Ivory, more like Survivory. But the turret, though. Okay, that turret went down. But the top turret, though.
What about the perfect game?
Yeah, the perfect game.
What about the what about the? Look at the top lane. Oh, looks fine. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. She walked away. She walked away. Meanwhile, down here.
Meanwhile,
Illima. I don't know if you want.
Okay, gonna be pressing his buttons. Frim just gonna accept that knockup, and he's gonna be looking to dash here in just a moment. Once that little thing, cone, I'm not sure what that is. Okay, they're just gonna do Baron.
The Spire?
Dude, Bro are so good. What's going on?
Yeah, Bro is like, is this
Never mind,
T1?
they're just not gonna do Baron. Okay.
Bro backing away from Baron, decisive. Whoa! Is this T1?
What a play.
Oh my god. They did not hesitate. They were like, let's do Baron. Then they instantly were like,
wow.
Call off Baron, pull off Baron.
What
they pulled
amazing
off.
proactive shot calling.
Now, wait, they're going to like, watch Enos clear this ward. Oh! 1, 2. Look at him how he walks forward the back just to make sure he's clearing it the safest way possible. You always got to do that. All right, all right. Decisive ward clear.
Oh, is this Challenger League? That's lit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
pretty lit.
It's not always lit, but right now it's pretty lit. I'm going to be real
It's pretty
with you
lit,
guys.
no cap.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real, for real.
And with how this series is looking right now, you might want to be lighting some
Raptor.
candles, staying up late.
Yeah. Raptor's like, you know what? They're definitely going to gank him again. So let me just shadow him on the bottom side of the map. It's not like they can do Baron.
Nope.
And guess what's spawning in a minute and a half?
The next Drake?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hulu's got to stop.
I think I'm enjoying them.
All right, well, I mean, that's what you like. Down to satisfy. Elma hit level 14.
Nice. Still a perfect game.
Still a perfect game. 0-0-0 there at the top left. Keep an eye on it.
All the zeros.
Ivory. A little
These
bit of
guys
danger,
certainly
though.
had some nice dinner. G-Clef, we had abiko curry.
Yeah, we did.
It was very delicious.
I told G-Clef about the WDG dinner meta. Getting free meals every time. Got abiko curry for us today. Isn't that wild? Never been treated like this before. All right, a little bit early for this Drake setup, but
This is their thing.
they are so punctual though.
They clear out all the vision.
They cleared it out.
Quantum Freaks are like so lost on what to do. There is one ward in the pit. It's kind of like Ocean
The
Rift
Ocean Ward,
things.
the cheater Ocean Ward.
The cheater ward. We should
Yeah.
call it that from now on. Like, you're not actually supposed to get that ward normally, but it's like the cheater because of Ocean Rift.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like it more than Bush Ward. So I've heard people call it that. It's not good
Yeah, I don't
because
like
it doesn't
that
differentiate
either.
it between other wards and other bushes.
Yundo's doing a great job of showing, like, okay, well, they have no idea
They
what's
have no
going on.
idea.
Like,
Now, Cleaver does have Flash Tibbers.
this is Illima on Ornn. You don't necessarily want to target him. And look at this. Very nicely done. They just chip away, but they don't fully
they don't
hard
actually
commit.
use any of their CC.
Yeah. Just a little bit of damage.
Now, Paulu's in position here in this choke point once again, so it's
Little
like
harass.
checkmate. A little cask action. Bam. Comet value. Look at him utilize Comet Valdez! Oh my god, Ivory, is he the next big mid? Not just a Syndra one trick anymore. No,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
I think Kwangdong Freaks this time around are being much more cautious.
Careful, yeah.
About
And
how they are going to engage into this, though, which is a good idea.
Raptor just going to start the streak. Now, that vision in the pit is still there, but he's pulled it out, so they don't know the timing. Oh, man, they have no idea.
Okay, and here's the engage that's onto the Ornn, though, as massive flash takeover comes in once again. Down goes Illima. They are just hitting them with their wallets over the head as they just tear
Bail
through.
out, bail out, bail out, Brim! No! Enos also died.
Still a massive team fight win here to Pro.
You know what? I just don't think. I think we might have been overreacting about the comet value and some of the macro moves here for Brion and the decisiveness of the ward. I just really think this team still has a lot to work on. Clearly, the number 10th place here, 10th place challengers team. The engage here, you know, is very nice with the hostile takeover layered here. But you know, just a little bit of an overextension here. I could have done with Enos not ulting here and then dying subsequently, because if he lives, you know, if he lives in the hostile take or the bailout saves for him, and it's a perfect game. But had to press R, you know, don't know. I mean, he thought he had to press R. Look, those the one place where there's gold lead here for Kwangdong Freaks. Just saying, if he didn't press R there.
Well, we have reserved our Elder Flip. That's coming at 31 minutes into the game, so hope you guys set your watches, your stopwatches.
Our Elder pre-order.
Yep. Elder buff 3.
Comes with a free team
pre-order.
fight.
Yeah. Bear versus Crocodile, to be honest. I don't know who wins IRL. I'd have to say the Bear. It is a weird matchup.
It is a weird matchup.
It's a really weird matchup.
I think the more I think about it, I'm like, well, the Bear would win if the Crocodile didn't just like bite his legs off first.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's a pretty weird matchup.
Yeah, it's a
Croc definitely
wild
wins.
one.
I don't know. Bear could like just jump on the Croc's back. Either way, guys, you're getting in there. And that is the value of Xayah, but pressing the R button afterwards, and down he goes. The Kai'Sa easily able to delete after the Vi gets in there, and that is it for this team fight. They take out 2, including the AD carry.
Get that Tibbers, though.
They didn't get the Tibbers, but that's okay. They're going to go ahead and take the Baron.
I don't know if it's not okay.
They're going to take the Bibbers instead.
I don't know if it's okay, Valdez. I think
they the Baron.
They're missing some of the gold that's available here on the map. I think Bram could have played this better. No, but seriously, great team fight for them, and they are going to grab this Baron. And just thinking about it, all right, hold on, watch one more time. No vision here, control ward setup. Ooh, cast, full timing, very clean, and gets over the wall. Like, watching this again, I'm like,
yeah,
damn, Bull actually, like, he had no counterplay, but he still looked so cool almost. Maybe like having a 10% chance of living.
Yeah, true.
He's just doing his best to fight the fight against CC. It's like,
yeah, he's fighting the good fight.
I locked in Xayah, I will say no to CC.
Yeah.
Speaking of saying no.
Well, they're trying to kill Survivory. That's never going to work. That guy doesn't die. Unfortunately, you guys should choose a different target next time, as a random skirmish in the bottom lane is going to amount to 2 kills to Bro. And now they can just push bot.
Quanda ready to go to game 2. So
Quanda?
I don't think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Quanda ready to go to game 2 because they're like.
I thought you said Quanda.
Quanda?
Yeah.
That's what I celebrate every year around winter time.
Makes sense.
Look, the Bear Crocodile matchup. I've been thinking about it a lot.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it a lot. I just don't think the Bear plays it right, to be honest. I think the Crocodile is just naturally going to bite the Bear like around its ankles if it were like a human anatomy, you know what I mean, about where like a human's ankles would be.
I think
and the Bear's going to go down.
Too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not quite the same kind of ankle. I'm talking about, like, you know where I'm talking about, like, just above the foot.
Yeah, generally called the ankle.
And I don't...
Bull got a turret!
Yeah.
Huge, huge.
Another win condition of the perfect game deleted.
Yeah. Well, that's their second turret, at least.
I just don't think the Bear plays it right. I don't think the Bear gets on top of the Croc and gets on top of his back. They require pre-planning.
Little do the casters know the ankles are the Bear's weak spot.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the Crocodile is just
when does the Bear
default...
hamstring end and the ankle begin? That's the real question.
Look, it's not important whether it's the ankle or the hamstring or like whatever they call the Bears call that.
The Croc can't death twirl a bear.
No, but he will bite him in like the ankle, basically.
I'm sure he can bite him, but bears are really sturdy, and they're just gonna like sit on him. They'll probably just pick him up and ground pound him.
And the Crocodile will just bite the bear's paws.
Yeah, so what? You think the bear cares?
Yeah, I think a lot, actually.
No, I don't think so.
It's a bear versus crocodile life or death battle. I think he's pretty interested in surviving it, but I don't think he can. Because once the legs and the hands go, the crocodile has free reign.
Do you think the bear's just gonna sit there and be like, "Oh no, like I didn't think the croc was gonna bite me"? No, they're gonna be prepared.
What, you think the bear's gonna like juke the crocodile bite?
No,
he's gonna
juke.
Like he's gonna like hop over the crocodile, do like a midair roll and get behind him and grab him by the tail. I don't think so, Valdez. That's not realistic to me, Valdez.
Google says on average they're about the same weight. Croc could
what does
probably
it say about the win rate, though? What does it say about the matchup win rate?
Yeah. Does it have the stats over the last like 5 years or so?
Ivory is looking for a cask angle.
He's got a pretty good one, and you saw it last time. What happened last time when he hit Bull? You might think
he's just
like,
gonna walk at them now. It's done. It's done, Valdez.
Okay, they're gonna engage though. They get into the back line, but guess what? Renata Glass exists and presses her button. Down goes the Kai'Sa though, and Bull's got an angle here with some feathers on the ground. Can he make the dream work? Yes, he can. Down goes the Croc. Bear wins this time.
Is you calling Xayah a bear?
Well, Tibbers is on that team, so.
Yeah, but I mean, like.
Yeah, look, there he is.
The
Tibbers won.
Kill,
Tibbers
though.
won in the fight. They are down 9,000 gold, and they won this fight.
Yeah, let's watch this one more time because I do want to see how relevant the Tibbers is in this fight, killing the crocodile.
My beard's just too long. Bears got nerfed last one. Yeah.
Stopwatch. Boom. Nah, still gonna have to say that Zaya got this one. I'm not gonna give the credit to Tibbers, unfortunately, this time, Valdez.
Bear summoned bird allies. Okay, that's gonna be the end of Cleaver. Yeah, this is just happening. These two teams, it's not the cleanest League of Legends we've ever seen, you know? They're both not in playoffs, and they're both on the bottom side of challengers. And we've seen like 3 or 4 times now, bro just randomly finding Kwangno Freaks as enemies and just killing them.
Our Elder pre-order, it came in.
Oh, nice!
But I am gonna have to call GameStop because I was promised a team fight. I did say that.
Yeah, they gave us like a team fight. They gave us like a crappy skirmish.
Yeah.
They called that a team fight.
I really don't think Annie just walking at the Elder and dying constitutes a team fight. Ivory 1v3.
Survivory, you mean? He still hasn't died.
Nope.
5-0-11.
He's gonna get my POG vote. Well, I think Palu will also probably get a few. He's 15 out of 16 kill participation.
Wait, he's not 16 out of 16.
Oh my god, yeah, he's actually 100% kill contribution Ivory.
Yeah?
What? Crazy.
The guy has been having a day out. Can we return this Elder to the kitchen so they can add some team fight?
Yeah,
I mean, I brought some team fight in my bag, so I thought it would be good enough.
It's cool. You can keep that in your bag until game 2 because I don't think we need any more for this game.
Realistically, Saltwater Croc beats Bear because of weight, but I think River Croc loses the matchup. Okay, I think that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I think like if we're talking about like smaller freshwater crocodiles for sure, like they're pretty small.
1,095,000. Go somewhere else. The Elder damage is pretty huge, as they're gonna take Exodia. It's not really gonna line up too well.
Yeah, it's not gonna be perfect, but they can just try to push mid, where they have a setup of mini waves already going down there. Grim also has teleport. I don't think it will matter too much.
1 minute of Elder. And once again, we will see Croc versus Bear.
I think.
All right, Million.
Bear is stronger in the mid lane.
You have it your way.
In the top lane. Just in the Bear.
Oh, don't worry, Toasty. I'm on it. Well, we could just have a nice moment in the chat while this game was ending, but one salty better had to come in. Goodbye.
Well, I mean, whether he's a better or not, man, he's not being very nice. It's okay with now. He has to make a new account.
Thanks, Chronicler, for the yeah.
It
helps. Well, Exodia's doing a good job. That is an insane amount of damage onto that back line as Bull. He's going to press his button. He's going to kill the Vi, who has a GA at this point. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the Vi. So they are buying some time, but down go the Nexus turrets. And the Elder damage is really coming through here. Bull is trying his hardest, his damnedest,
Grim, though?
to try to get this damage in. And they're trying to just take down the Nexus, but they can't quite as Bull is still alive. And okay, they're finally going to click onto the Nexus and take it down. And that will be the end of that.
Very messy game there at the end. As much as I appreciate you banning said chatter, he did have a point in that it did take a lot longer to end the game than I expected with the amount of control they had with the Elder Drake there and the Baron. Well, they eventually did it in the end. I voted for mid.
Survivor, he died.
He did, but it's okay.
Look at that Gragas damage.
Nearly 100% kill contribution. If not 100%, I actually don't know for sure. But yeah, Gragas damage was big. Set up a lot of the CC, and honestly, that first play where they decided to focus him on the Drake was where the lead began.
Yeah.
So, and he had a triple body slam into Cask in that moment. Very clean.
More like kill Partis Ivory. There you go. That explains everything. Yeah, he had a great game. He kind of like taunted the enemies. He got multiple great casks that forced Bull into rough situations. Like Bull was trying his hardest to carry this game, but Just a little bit too little, too late. And Renata Glask was a huge counter in some of these team fights. Really,
Yeah, the Renata Glask,
really huge.
Her ultimate, because it persists for so long, it's actually really difficult to Xayah ult it. And then if you're ulting that only, you have to do it at the exact right time and move well with it, and then still not get hit by everything else that Frederick Brion, or formerly Frederick Brion, that was a weird throwback, had to offer. He will pick it up. Still did get 100% kill participation. Also 519 CC score.
Yeah. Very well deserved. Great game from Ivory. Great game from Brion. That was Ivory's first POG. I mean, not a huge amount of game wins to the side of Bro this season,
but he's also been like
big.
Notoriously a huge weakling for this team. Like, he has played so many games of Syndra only, even when the comps don't make sense. As Syndra is banned all the time, and then he's pushed onto other champions. He prioritized the Gragas here on red side early. They did that for him, and then he took it and ran with it. Like, way overperforming Ivory here in this first game than what we normally expect.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. Good
Giga
stuff
Chad
from
for real.
Ivory. Definitely a very big Giga Chad. There was Yundo coming in the chat earlier. He came in and he had a lot to say, including Giga Chad. And yeah, just playing with no pressure, perhaps. You know, it's one of the last games of the season. They're going to give it their all, try to show off their good stuff before getting into summer. Yundo, you came in and you said Giga Chad. You don't remember? I remember. I was there.
Valdez has weird selective memory.
I do.
Good game one, though. And I hope we get to see better performance from Kwangdong Freaks, because that was a little bit weaker than we normally see.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that was game one, guys. We'll be back after the break. Hello and welcome back to LCK Challenger League. We are in the midst of Kwangdong Freaks up against Brion. Brion able to take game number one with a very nice draft, and not even just the draft, their play I feel like was at least 2 rungs higher on the ladder than Kwangdong in that first game.
Yeah, it was a really one-sided game, and Kwangdong made some elementary mistakes in the early game, which led to their demise. There were some good plays from Bull at the end, but too little too late. We are going to get you guys the update on what side Kwangdong selected.
It's blue.
I want to make sure we know for sure before, because they're the first
Yeah.
team to lose on blue side so far today.
True.
They could decide they want to get red side for counter pick. I doubt it, based on how that draft looked, which had nothing to do with counter pick. Now, the Renata pick was last, but I don't think that's, I mean, it's probably not the reason why they lost. I think they played into it pretty badly.
Let them brew.
Let them brew.
bro and brew.
Bro and brew.
Bro's
brew and
gonna
bro.
brew. What is he gonna brew? Brennan, Valdez, and Wolf.
My two favorite casters.
I like that. Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Your last name is also Wolf.
Yeah. Thanks for the praise, Maxie. We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. What do you think his last name is?
Honestly, probably either Zimmerman, Ziegler, or Zinke. One of those three.
One of those is not like the other. Hoot. All right, Kwangdong Freaks selected. Could be Krasinski, yeah.
With a Z? What? His name starts with a Z.
Could be
His
Zrazinski.
name is Max Z, Twitch chat.
Oh.
Max Z dot.
Could be Kramer.
I don't think so. I don't think it can.
Well, how do you know? Oh, you just told us. Zbierowski.
Very close. Like I said, one of those three. It was pretty close to all three of the ones I mentioned. Somebody in the chat said Kwangdong02 bro. Then he wrote
Bro
20
Kwangdong.
Kwangdong Freaks. Yeah. Two different ways of putting a potential scoreline that we could have in this best of three into the chat.
Potential.
We haven't had a 6-game, 2-game Tuesday. Like the full set.
You and I?
Yeah,
Or just
you and
in
I,
general?
You and I. We haven't had it yet.
How do you know?
Because I just don't remember us having it.
You're probably right.
So I think we're going to have it. And they did pick red side, by the way. Oh, I told you
They
about this.
picked red
You
side.
wait and see. You don't just assume. You don't just assume, okay?
All right. Guangdong selected red side, and they're going to go for the big counter pick Renata Glask in game number 2. And guess who's going to walk straight into it?
I don't think that's what's going to happen. No, I don't think that's it.
Wolf 1-0. Wolf has the script. It's not fair.
I don't have the script. I just have that.
That's what he wants you guys to think.
Champion stats that I alluded to earlier, and like for some reason the playoff format.
You keep spoiling it.
Bro looking a little bit nervous. Oh, really? I just made that up for the narrative.
We are ahead.
What?
That's why they're nervous, because they're like, oh my god, we are ahead.
Oh.
What are we going to do?
I don't think they're actually nervous. I just wanted to. Oh, look at that. The respect.
Graggy Ice.
What if Ivory is actually as good at everything now?
Yeah, I don't think that happens.
They're playing Kled. They're first picking Kled. That's what they're going to do.
Bro, usually don't get to this point. Give them a break. Syndra time. Do you think Kwangdong would ban Syndra third? Like, is that a thing they would consider here? Because this ban is a Varus ban.
It's definitely a Varus ban. I don't think they will. I think they'll ban Annie.
Maybe they want to first pick Varus, I guess.
Yeah, looks like it. I think they'll ban Annie, Kwangdong Freaks. Especially because they prioritize it themselves in the draft.
Or you could leave it up, give it to them, and then you get Varus. Big brain.
With Karma banned? I don't know.
Hey, Varus Heimerdinger. Still a thing in the Challenger League.
Okay, they banned the Annie. So Varus goes over unless they want to play something else, which they don't. Because it's
Varus.
It's picked. It's locked in.
Bull will use his Saiyan mode to reverse sweep the series.
His Cyan mode.
We're playing on Haven, yeah.
Okay.
First map was Summoner's Rift and Nexus Haven, and then we'll probably get Fracture for third map.
Wukong locked in. Looked like it was going to be the Lee Sin, but he swapped it.
There's Heimer.
Wow, we're just picking Heimerdinger away without having any strong synergy here.
Jin Heimer on the way.
Just play Nautilus. What?
Yeah, they could go Nautilus, and maybe you have a somewhat difficult lane, but not really.
I think
it's actually fine against Jin Heimer.
Yeah, or like Heimer Ezreal or whatever else they decide to go for.
Why nobody picks Yumi, Orianna,
Quadriflex,
Katarina?
Yumi is globally
One of those
banned.
things is not like the others. The Jin takeaway!
Wait, this isn't actually good though. Don't do this.
The Jin takeaway!
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna say it right now. Don't do this. They didn't have to do this, but they did it. Oh no!
Paulo has one game of Jin. He's 0-1.
Now what are they gonna play though? Now what are they gonna play? What is he gonna do?
They're gonna play
Heimerdinger Ezreal. I called it. I told you it's the lane they're playing. Oh, they're doing it.
Oh boy.
Could have just played Nautilus, but now we're playing Varus Jin into Heimer Ezreal.
AP Varus mid. That's what it's gonna be instead.
Okay. Oh, Kwangdong don't know. They banned LeBlanc.
They don't know. The Lee Sin mid is coming on in. Yeah, no, it's not. I'm a little bit worried, but based on what we saw in our first series in Game 2, where the Jin, what was it?
Ash.
Jin Ash. That was with Ash, so it's a little bit different, but they're still going to win in the trades.
We were doubting them, and then they played it very well. I think that could happen again. It's going to be a lot about Bull's performance here individually.
Yeah. Sometimes these crazy like double AD lanes, they only need to be piloted by Keria and nobody else.
He's only played 2 games of Ezreal, Bull, and he's 1-1. Let's see what they're going to prioritize here for the solo lanes. This Ryze is not going to be an option.
Syndra open.
Syndra is open, but I think they're going to pick for top.
Well, for Bro.
No, for Kwangdong, they're going to pick.
For Ivory, Syndra open.
Yeah, I'm just saying he has to play it blind. That's kind of
that's true.
It's going to be
and then they're going to pick Akali.
No,
Akali
Valdez,
Wukong coming back.
No.
I have seen the future.
No.
Renekton free win, Annie Band called it. Very interesting theory.
Yeah, well, that's the Crocodile does win the Crocodile Bear match if the bear doesn't show up. It's true. How much we know for certain. Oh my God, Valdez.
Syndra!
He just locked it in. And they're going to take Cassante. This is actually pretty all right. Now, let's see.
Akali.
No, surely not. No.
Surely.
Kled.
Yone? No, it's not Yone.
Oh my God. I'm out of here. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm just going home.
I'm just going to call a Chronicler on the phone. Hey, Wolf didn't call it. Valdez called it. And
no,
Wolf denied it.
I denied it because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But you knew it was
going to happen anyway, right? Didn't you? You saw it coming.
Akali in... No, against Lee Sin. It's into Lee Sin and Syndra. It's into Lee Sin and Syndra and Cassante. At least it's
not Vi this time.
At least it's not Vi. At least it's not Vi. That's true. That's correct. But it is Varus Jin.
Also, it's Akali Wukong, which has basically no synergy before 6. At least, maybe not synergy. Maybe synergy isn't the right word, but, you know, like duo fight potential, there's basically none. Whereas Syndra Lee is pretty huge.
Yeah,
I mean,
you just set up the...
Before 6 and after 6.
Yeah. And then after 6.
Valdez picked up the Akali phone.
The early game, Syndra is going to have a lot of prio. Bot lane here could go either way. I think that Inish and Palu will probably get it. And mean, Lee Sin actually has power in mid and top. Bottom lane, Wukong doesn't help that much, so they'll probably both pass top. But Breon have a lot of early game power. Now, how will they utilize it? We'll find out. Ivory, this is his one-trick pick. I didn't even look at his stats before this today because we check every week. He has 6 games of Syndra. This will be his 7th. He has 1 and 5 on the champion. It's his most played.
It is his most played. We'll see how it works. Obviously, it's challengers, so anything can happen. You never know until the game is actually played. And the game is ready. Let's hop onto the Rift for game number 2.
I didn't know if we were doing it or not. There was a pause. I didn't know. I didn't know.
You like, kind of did it. It's okay. The timing was better than the last one. Why am I watching CL while writing my master thesis? Good question. Good question.
Can you want to answer that one? You want to answer that one, Valis? You had an answer for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's because you are trying to avoid actually focusing on your master thesis because that sounds very stressful and difficult, whereas watching challengers is very fun and easy and it's entertaining. So you would rather take your mind off of the hard and difficult thing because that's how humans are wired.
I'm guessing you got about a month and a half left to finish writing that. Am I close? Because you're starting to when you're working on your thesis, that's when you're like, okay, I've been kind of messing around for most of the duration. Now I need to start working on it. But you're like, but it's not that close, so I can watch the little challenges while I'm working on it.
Hayabusa from YouTube
Wait,
chat.
no, the
actually,
message got deleted.
Yeah, he had a very good point, which is if you wanted an AP assassin that bad, you were better off with Fizz here. That we almost saw that picked in the first match as well, and I was like, this is actually a good pick here. In this case, I think it's also good into the Syndra, right? Like it has a fantastic counter matchup into Syndra. It's just that Fizz, it's not really in the meta nowadays.
I also don't know if I would go as far as say fantastic counter matchup. It's pretty decent.
It's got a pretty good one.
Oh,
in the
you
1v1.
do have a month, so I was kind of close. Uh-oh, Illumina's runes. It's the rune bug. It's back, fellas! No, not the rune bug!
Not the rune bug! Is this a 13.5 issue?
Uh-oh. If it's a 13.5 issue, got rune bugs all week?
No. Oh, that means just more podcast time, I guess. Not the Roomba.
Not the rune bug.
Only 6 ribbons. Why not 7 ribbons? Well, what do you got against having more ribbons?
No, why not 5 ribbons? Or potentially 8.
Yeah. Like, why 6?
Yeah, why only 6?
You don't have to deal with the bear versus fish matchup, which the bear obviously wins, so you could have picked the fish here.
That's true.
Chronicler today, he posted in our group chat that somebody, I forget who, was playing mid Fizz.
Yeah, I thought it was Showmaker.
I think it is Showmaker.
I'm going to check.
In solo queue, that is. So this is part of the reason why
Zeka.
I'm like, this could be a thing.
It was Zeka, yeah.
For Zeka, it makes sense because that's, I mean, he only plays like melee assassins.
Not only, but he's very more famed for his mid assassins.
Yeah. It has transcended reality. I had this really weird dream last night where I was like diving through rings of reality and finding deeper. I felt like I was like on some kind of like, I don't know what happened, but it was a very strange dream. I don't even remember it fully, but it was very weird. It was fun though. I was flying around a lot. But
I had a weird dream that I had my cat with me on my motorbike in a backpack. And then
that sounds good.
And then when I got to where I was going, I was like going to a tennis court for some reason. And I don't play tennis. And then when I got there, I was really worried because my cat wasn't moving and it was Bori. And then I opened the bag and she was just asleep. And she made her little like goofy noise she makes when I wake her up when she's asleep. She was like, and everything was okay, but it was really stressful for about like 2 seconds in the dream where I was like, is she okay? But she was okay. And then I woke up.
That sounds like a much less stressful dream than mine.
I don't know, man. I went downstairs and checked on her. Like, I was stressed out.
Yeah.
Did you go down and check on different types of reality after you woke up? I don't think so.
I was.
My
like,
dream was much worse
in-
than yours, Valdez. Mine was way more stressful.
I was like sitting in bed thinking about like what is going on in my brain? Why am I even? Why am I dreaming about this? It was very weird.
Yeah.
It
I
was
usually
very,
just
like.
have Tetris Effect dreams about League of Legends.
What is Tetris Effect?
Like when you played so much Tetris, like
Oh.
you like dream about Tetris. I have like a lot of dreams about casting League of Legends recently.
Yeah, that
obviously.
makes sense.
I also play a lot of Tetris, but I don't have dreams about it.
I know the Tetris song.
Yeah, well, one of them.
The Tetris song.
The main Tetris song.
Yeah.
I think it's like actually a Russian song that was just put in
Yeah.
Tetris.
It's a good song.
So,
Ilima is still having a rune bug.
so let me explain what this means, just so everybody understands. When a player has incorrect runes in the game, we have to verify that it was a bug, because if it was not a bug, then and Ilima just forgot to change his runes, then that doesn't count, and he has to have, too bad, he just has to have bad runes. So I have to like check his first-person view footage and make sure that he had the right rune set, which sometimes takes time because you have to pull it from the computer. And yeah, so these bugs always take a really long time because you have to make sure that he actually had the right runes.
Yep.
And if for some reason his first-person view wasn't being recorded, or the recording was broken, or they can't pull that footage right now, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it might be a long time when we get into this game.
We get another caster chat community corner. What would be the silliest rune on Croc? Probably like Airy? Airy's
no,
actually okay.
Let me think about this for a second, because there's got to be like a really obvious one.
Kleptomancy. Rip.
I'm like, I like thought about Glacial Augment. I'm like, no, it's actually pretty legit.
Mm-hmm. Water walking. Dark Harvest is
Dark
probably
Harvest,
a really
yeah,
bad one.
Dark Harvest is pretty bad. Spellbook would be okay.
It's okay. Guardian, yeah. Guardian's pretty not great.
It does seem
Guys,
like
the
the
music
issue
changed.
is resolved. Yeah.
And the CG went away. Do we get another chance at doo-doo-doo-doo? Here we go, game number 2.
Oh yeah.
You're
A little bit early. A little bit early.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Good try. Good try. It's the effort that counts.
Especially if you're a Breon fan.
True. Where is effort? Who are these players? Halu has Ignite.
All right. Well, Ilima's runes look normal, so it looks like the issue is completely resolved. Whether it was a bug or not, we don't know. We probably won't know, and that's okay. I don't need to know. Honestly, they don't have to forward it to me. As long as we're in the game and
Yeah.
everything's okay, that's good enough
Looks
for me.
pretty normal. You know what probably happened is they identified quickly that it was a rune bug. They redid the draft real quick in like a normal tournament game, whatever, and then we just jumped right into a new game because
Maybe
nothing
he
happened.
wanted to take Comet. He was like, whatever. I guess I'll just take Conquer and all the normal ones like Demolish, and he's like, I guess.
You were
Maybe
living
he
in a
has the wrong
simulation.
runes. Actually, we don't know.
We woke you up. Welcome to the real LCK.
Mm-hmm.
That just reminds me of my dream last night. It was very stressful. It was fun though. I don't know.
Wait, how it was stressful, but it was also fun.
Because I was like flying around a lot, but it was extremely confusing. Because I was like, okay, it was like some weird technologically advanced future where this is just how people lived. And you just like hop through rings of reality and it's like important to figure out who you are. It was very weird.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you didn't know who you were,
No, I knew who I was. It just like,
but you needed to jump through rings of reality to know who you are, even though you knew who you were.
kind of, I guess. Again, like, I don't know. It was, I don't understand why I was having this dream and That's why it was just really confusing.
Okay, I mean, you know, that's weird.
Yeah.
Should probably.
I was like kind of
give it
doing
some
it for
more thought.
fun at the same time. Maybe I was doing it for fun, and it was like kind of like playing a game, and you're trying to like get to like the secret ending or whatever. Kind of had that vibe to it as well.
Okay, so you were trying to like 100% the dream.
Not quite, but kind of, yeah.
Okay, well this lane is going very well.
Well,
Yeah, for bro.
first
that is
Dark
to say.
Harvest stack in
Yeah.
bottom lane, successful. Mid going very well with Airy.
I mean,
Syndra.
he could almost just walk up
Against a
and
melee
ignite him
champ.
at this point. Like, that's how one side this lane is going. They're going to be able to get a plate. Courage here. Can you keep that Gromp?
Boy. Okay, very nice timing there from Courage, but at the same time, Smite fight, Courage wins. Here comes Ondil. He's like, well, I'd rather not be in this lane. So
Yeah, I
let
don't
me
wanna be
just,
bot.
come to the jungle real quick. Mid going about as we
Anyone?
expected.
Yeah, have you ever opted into playing Akali into Syndra?
Many people have, in fact, and generally it's not very good. Oh, he just tried to do the stun Q combo.
Yeah.
That is a very difficult combo because generally you have to Q first and then scatter the weak. But if you scatter the weak and Q right at the right time, like really fast, you can scatter and then Q as the scatter is going out, and the scatter actually hits the Q, and it can stun. High-level Syndra mechanics.
Yeah, but he did not.
Wasn't the combo removed with the rework? Maybe it was, but it looks like he was doing it.
Maybe he was trying to do it.
Maybe he just mistimed it and I'm just tripping.
I don't know.
It's
But,
just my dream from yesterday again, all over again. Ilma
Ilma?
got pushed out of the turret, took a turret shot. This is not looking great for him. He's going to get slowed up, and Flash is here for Frim. Knockup comes in. Uh-oh. Ilma's going to have to flash here. Frim could follow up, but another
I mean, he's
spin,
happy to just
and
force
that's
him to
good.
TP and.
Apparently it's still in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It
I
did a
think
couple
would have.
times yesterday.
I think they would have. People would have talked about it a lot if it was removed from the game.
It's definitely quite important for high-level Syndra.
Yeah, and I mean, look, the later parts of the game, the Akali can have a lot of agency, but into this comp, it's going to be very difficult. And surviving to later parts of the game was very difficult in our previous series. But so far, he's handling the pressure fairly well.
And so will Ezreal. You know, kind of a similar situation in the bottom lane where it's like, well, the Ezreal eventually is going to have a lot of power, but the lane is going to be a nightmare. And it's probably even worse for the Ezreal compared to the Akali. Because Akali, you know, it's just a short lane, it's a solo lane, it's only Syndra, you can just farm under turret, you can get a refillable earlier, you can kind of survive and claw through. But the bottom lane is not going to be the same.
Nope. It's a 23 CS lead right now, to be precise, and a lot of those mains are actually getting deleted by the turret as we speak. Lee Sin just being a menace here as well, taking over some of Courage's jungle because he has no lane prio, shockingly. In the top lane,
Mild shock.
the top lane is also where you should be able to get a little bit of control. Ilma did have to
lost his
flash and teleport,
yeah.
so he has control at the moment, and it does have level 6, but we'll keep an eye on that one, especially as he tries to push waves in, like you can get all in.
Look at this guy, Hayabusa, removed Fire Away, Dark Sphere spawned after casting Scatter of the Weak are no longer fired as missiles.
Oh.
Would you look at that? This guy is on the ball today. He had the thought about the fizz, and then this. Which patch was that? 12.19. So, probably around the time Syndra got reworked.
Well, even Ivory, the Syndra one trick, didn't know.
Wouldn't be the first time our Korean pros don't read the patch notes.
Well, I would have been. I figured he would have not thought that like he missed every single time he did that for like 6 months in a row. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I just missed it this time. Like for 6 months.
It's a difficult
Never hit it
combo,
again.
but yeah, he probably just the timing was messed up in the trade that we saw. Man, this combo is so hard.
Well, he is winning lane really hard, but good CS here from Cleaver. Doesn't have teleport now, unfortunately, though, and is going to have to back, so it's going to cost him some time. And Raptor's trying to see if he's going to stay or not. Courage also here, so turning this into a 2v2.
Raptor not level 6. R button hit as stun is in, and the easiest alley-oop
And look at that.
comes in.
That's exactly what you were talking about. Pre-level 6, the synergy. Post-level 6, what did Wukong do with Akali here? Clear the minions afterwards, I guess.
Who could have seen this coming, Wolf?
Yeah.
Who could have seen it? Another first Hextech Drake. What is going on?
Not Cleaver and Guangdong Freaks. They did not see it coming.
Mid-diff. No, I don't think it has anything to do with mid-diff between the players' actual ability.
It could be somewhat of a mid-diff if Cleaver said, no, I want to play Akali into this.
So bad. Uh-oh, you're going to get a little timeout. You're getting a little bit too feisty. Yeah. Please don't insult our players.
All right, so Raptor follows up with a Q after the scatter hits. Pretty simple. Courage just watches it all happen. He's like, I'm a level 5 Wukong. I thought I could help. I guess not. So, still, game state here, massively favoring Breon in this early game. 2,000 gold lead here. Nearly. It's about really 1,500. As Enosh is going to look to grab another plate. And first Drake did go over, as you were alluding to with the Hex spec, and it's going to be Infernal second. They're also potentially going to contest this Herald. Okay, it looked like maybe they were because, as you could see, Freem is coming over here, but there's no one to support him.
He looked at them menacingly, and then he walked away.
It wasn't even that menacing, honestly. It was just like a little peek. He's like, are they doing that together? Okay, just checking.
Just tried in the practice tool, it doesn't work, Pretty much confirmed, as long as it's in the patch notes, shouldn't work, although that's not always the case as well. As here we go, Jin ult is coming in. Raptor's just killing a ward. Has a lot of damage onto Ondil, and Raptor's just like, you know what, I'm just going to kill this ward here, no problem.
Did he actually use his Q?
Raptor Q'd onto Bull, and now he's running away.
Okay, I missed the Q.
I think he just didn't have full information of where Courage was, so he didn't kind of want to dive. He didn't really want to dive, so he's like, okay, I'll just sit here and shadow them.
It was still like a really successful gank because they're able to get more plate gold and zone Bull out of CS.
Absolutely.
And I think he definitely could have gone for the kill, but obviously he doesn't know that, as you were saying. So I'm going to push this down and grab another plate. And Raptor, he's not done yet. He's going to clear another ward here. And Bull is just not able to play the game. But it gets better in mid, right? No. Not really. Not for a while, unfortunately.
Courage, now he's level 6, so he's really trying to make something happen. That's going to be spotted. Ivory really... Oh, he doesn't have flash. Okay, he's going to kill minions. He is gone. So there you go. Finally, level 6 hit for both of these guys on the side of Guangdong. They're able to make a kill happen.
Now, as Raptor, you're really frustrated because you didn't actually commit harder. You didn't know exactly where Courage was. He was in the area, so you're like kind of vindicated because... If you did commit bottom side, then you probably would have been collapsed on. It might have been a trade, but knowing exactly where he was could have done more. He's just going to come over here and poke him in the eye. Boop. And now, Breon here, only a 1,000 gold lead. Almost 1,500 moments before. And the Akali picking up the kill is actually really huge because if she can get to a point in this game where she can threaten the backline, you know, before we get to like Soul Point, it could be very, very useful. As if it's not Mountain Soul, Drake fight's not going to be all that important necessarily.
Yeah, we saw that in game number 1 where Bro just kind of easily took down an Ocean Soul. Like Guangdong somewhat tried to fight over the third one, but the fourth one they didn't really have a big showing at it. So might be the same, but let's see. Individual Drakes of Hextech and Infernal feel nice, as here comes a big rotation down. This is what you're supposed to do if you have all winning lanes, is essentially just, open up, slow them down, do a bunch of damage, zone them out of a bunch of CS, as that was a...
Turret ult, interesting. Interesting.
It's very far down the lane. Nice try, you know, good effort.
When Bull said ult to defend the turret, he was like, oh, you didn't mean the inner? I thought...
You didn't mean the turret either, like the Heimer turret, that is.
Yeah. Well, Cleaver here. Just gonna try to push these minions in while Ivory was rotating over it, and because it's a cannon wave, Ivory's gonna miss very little here, if any at all. Oh man, this is actually just such a disaster. Like this type of lead usually doesn't explode this hard. Like they've already been able to grab lots of plate gold, get additional kills here, zone out of experience, but 30 CS here, turning into like 40 CS, turning into maybe the whole turret goes down here before 14 is about as big of a lethality Varus lead as you can get.
Over 1,000 gold the lead. Taking a look at some of the other lanes. Mid is actually even right now. Kill going over to Cleaver, helping to shore up a little bit of that. You know, the one plate did go into the hands of Ivory as well. And there was the Rift Herald thrown into mid. So some plates go into Kwangdong. As still waiting on some kind of item here from the Ezreal. He's not there yet.
Yeah, he's built
everything.
Quite a mishmash of items here. Might be heading to a mid-game crisis of itemization.
Oh no, not again.
Yeah, we have seen this once before in the top lane on a Sejuani. Ivory went Leandri's, and he has it completed already, so he has such great push here. I don't know about this.
Okay, just face checking into the brush. This time the big turret actually does some stuff. They try to press their gameplay buttons as in they go onto Courage. A lot of value on the whip, but can he actually get any more kills? No, he will not, as
we're just walking into bushes,
forced to flash away.
Just walking into bushes a little bit here. Just walking into some big damage. Any face check into Wukong with Cyclone? Just walking right at him, and then tunneling on him, and then continuing to walk at him, and continuing to hope to kill him, and barely killing him while losing 2 players.
Walk on bush.
Walk on bush.
A little bit of hide on bush as well. Look at this.
Yeah, Bull also makes it in here, even though there was some traps set up, as the ulted turret is very nice. And Ivory's just like, I can't believe we didn't get him. Gets assassinated by Cleaver, so his second kill going over to the Akali. This is not good. The lead is fading away. As the Akali gets stronger, so do the chances of Kwangdong Freaks coming back, because the Ezreal does very different things than the Varus later on. But with a good frontline setup of the Renekton and Wukong, the Ezreal has a lot of power in longer fights with those Qs, extended trades.
And bro, we're still going to get the Infernal Drake.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
I guess just the pressure on bot. The bot turret's gone now. And some of the back timings after the fight. They just get in there quicker. Raptor with the quicker back timing because he died first, and Kwangdong Freaks weren't able to take the Drake as another Ocean Soul.
Okay, somebody's tweaked the algorithm.
Somebody touched something. Don't do that.
I feel like the Hayabusa guy in the chat's gonna be like, actually.
There was a
every
reported...
year on March 14th, the game bugs and does 2 of the same Drake setups in a row.
True. Who pressed the Ocean Soul button?
Well, this choke point is very difficult to approach through as Kwangdong Freaks here. They're going to try to use some of this Heimerdinger poke to get the turrets up.
Now, if they can get a clean engage, their comp still does quite well. Like, their scaling is not online by any means, but we've seen the Wukong get obscene amounts of value already, which is not necessarily supposed to happen, but Courage has been finding the angles, and Bro's been helping him a little bit, you know, to be honest. So, I mean, see how this goes.
Andal's leapfrog these turrets forward. Now they've got a nice setup to actually fight 5v5 here.
Oh, Atlas, you missed clean professional gamers.
Oh, yeah. Almost had a perfect game from Bro in game 1.
Yeah, it was epically clean.
All right, but turrets are cleared now. And
Bro, you can take the objective now.
Yeah, that's the end of that. They're going to clear some vision a little bit more, make sure that Andal can't get to this choke point. And Cleaver, he just really wants to flank. He has no flash. Courage is trying to set up for this. I mean, they're trying.
Right.
They have no vision on this Wukong, though, so it might work.
It could
flash
happen. I mean, Courage looking in, and Prim is quite tanky, but they're just going to leave him to the dogs, and he nearly dies, as that one is going to be taken down by the Wukong. So Kwangdong Freaks, they just waltz on in and take the objective away. And Bro are not looking as clean as we have seen, Wolf.
I mean, I think this was actually a really good play from Kwangdong Freaks. Like, Brion in this setup on the Herald itself thought, okay, we've got this totally controlled, but didn't actually do their due diligence to spot out where Wukong was flanking. And as soon as he came over, they were like, oh, we got to get out, or we're going to get wiped on this. And he's just like, cool, well, I'm not going to engage straight away. I'm not going to flash ult. I'm just going to take this.
They got the turret.
Sure.
It's pretty nice, actually.
Yeah. But he was just like, oh, I'm just going to take the Herald. Thank you very much.
You could say they're having some problems expanding the lead.
True.
You could say that.
True.
In fact, he did just say that.
Yeah. I didn't, but
I said it too.
Yeah. So watch the angle here from Courage, and as soon as they're like, oh no, get out, get out, get out, get out, it's just like, all right, cool. Hits the eye, smites the Herald, and then goes into the choke and looks for Raptor. And as soon as the Cyclone is not going to lead to anything else, they're just like, all right, thanks for the eye.
And Palu is this guy like a former AD carry player? Because he's hitting everything. I mean, the Gen 4 shots in the curtain call aren't necessarily like AD carry mechanics, but still, like, has he played a lot of Gen? Because the guy is quite good at hitting those shots. Yeah. Probable problems, yes. Back is Broken from the pressure, get it? Because they're bro.
This game is actually kind of interesting now.
Yeah, like it's getting more and more even as time goes by.
I'm starting to favor Brion again though, because after the fight before the Herald, I was like, ooh, this is not looking good. Like, a lot of gold's given back to this Akali. But now Brion almost winning that fight. If they actually just check their flanks a little bit better, it works so well for them. Yeah, Raptor definitely.
Ivory, you were on a ward.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage going into Courage as he gets flashed on. Gameplay button in onto Courage as not able to get in there was the Lee Sin, and a Blast Plant saves them. Really love that that's in the game just to save them after making a poor positioning play.
So after that, I'm leaning back towards the Kwangdong Freaks. Leaning back towards the Kwangdong Freaks.
Survivory.
Survivory.
He's only died twice.
Yeah, only died twice. There's some poke for you. That was pretty interesting.
All right.
Illima's going to take out this turret. And, you know, it's Ocean Soul Point that is spawning here for Bro. I don't think that it's going to be easy for Kwangdong Freaks to contest because they don't have any Heimer set up. Still only one item for this Akali. But they can use the Herald to try to get some prio. It's just the timing of this needs to be really crisp, and I think they've kind of missed the window already. And I am starting to wonder what's going to happen to that Herald. If I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
Because where are you going to put that? You're just going to drop it right now delayed? Yeah, I mean, I think they are, but will it do anything?
The timing is a little bit off here. Certainly Bro could just try to rush down the ocean. Doesn't seem like that's what they want to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, the timing isn't off if Bro just go, oh, okay, and then just walk back to mid and go, okay, we're not going to do this on spawn. So
they're taking this very seriously. They're like, okay, we really don't want to lose our mid tier 1.
And they won't lose it to this Herald.
Because Kwangdong also was like, oh, you're here? Okay, we're going to back away. They're like, oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, the Herald practically,
sorry.
like, timed out.
Yeah.
And now the same problem that Kwangdong had before, they still have, and that they don't have good setup on this Drake. There's traps set up in both choke points, and even though Illima's here and he has flash, who does he get on top of here? Okay, he's unseen.
Yeah.
That's somewhat concerning.
Okay, well... What are we doing, guys? What's happening here? Okay, Kwangdong going to start this one up. Raptor is spotting Cleaver, checks the Ocean Soul brush.
Yeah, that was pretty smart. We need to see some of this poke hit, and it is.
Yeah. Well, he was going to miss on the Cleaver, but now Raptor is in the pit.
50-50.
A little bit. Okay, they're just going to hop out of the bush. In goes Illima, just looking to blow up Ivory, and that he will. Gameplay button is hit, but only after he dies. As traded kills now. Enosh on his way out. The Jin opened up on the backside, but Raptor can't even front line as Brim gets pretty low. Now we're looking for the kills as in goes the Raptor. Cleaver, though, is going to be fed this kill. Nope, it's going to be stolen away by Courage. As meanwhile, Bull was not touched the entire fight, and he is just trying to get on in there. He's going to take down Palu, and Enosh just getting too low too quickly, not able to follow up on the backside of that fight.
Almost completely out of mana, too, and they should be able to turn this into the Drake. It took a very long time. It was a very extended fight, but they are going to do it. And Brion here in this exchange just really whiffing the... Okay. All right, we're getting teleport to this.
We're back in it.
You could say that, I guess.
They have a jungler.
Okay. What are we doing? What? You ever just expend a TP to delay your back? Ivory's positioning here, super aggressive. This is more of a heroic play, though, honestly, from Illima, that it is his mistake. But still, you have to respect this Renekton. You knew where he was moments ago. And then the rest of this fight is just wash. Like, Enosh is like, oh, well, I'm trying to poke at them while we've already lost the fight. Hopefully we can turn it. And yeah, you get the kill here onto the support. So probably not even worth dying there, because then at least you could have tried for a 50-50 on the Drake, but support for jungle, not what you want when you're fighting for objectives, and that's going to be Kwangdong Freaks getting the first dragon for them of the game. Back to the drawing board, but it looks like this game might just be decided. Yeah, this game might be decided by how the initial setup on these fights goes, because every time it's kind of been the winning factor.
Great from the red side, actually. Funnily enough, like controlling vision, controlling their lead. From the blue side, they have really struggled more with that, because even though they cleared out a lot of vision, the positioning wasn't great, as you were mentioning. Like, if you have this squishy backline, you really need to play front to back. You cannot let the Akali or the Renekton or the Wukong get into your backline, and that is difficult at times, but you can do it if you poke them out first and you don't get caught. It's possible.
Really diligent about your vision setup before these Drakes, and they had a decent amount of vision setup, but they're still getting caught in these traps. So needs to be better. As 0-3 and 3 Ivory on this.
No longer surviving.
No, certainly not. And the next objective fight, I mean, it could be Baron. I don't think it will be, but Kwangdong Freaks need to be careful because they don't have a lot of great vision setup here, and Brion do have some setup of engage. Look, they're looking for
an Ezreal.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get him. Good try, though. And by good try, I mean you tried.
Yeah. And the game is going to slow down, and the 2-0 and 4 Ezreal is going to enjoy the amount of gold that he has been offered in these recent team fights. The Akali going to hit 2 items. The scaling is beginning to come online on the side of Kwangdong Freaks. Bros comp, much more tempo-based and early to mid strength in terms of lethality. Varus and the Syndra as your carries. And they're kind of running out of time, Wolf. We're already 25 minutes into the game.
Yeah, it does feel like it went by really quick. But I never want to say, like, scaling in challengers because you just don't know what's going to happen, especially with these two teams.
You really don't. Because you could say, like, hey, there's a decent amount of pick on the side of Bro. Like, they could just blow someone up.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter who's scaling.
But they're not being very decisive about how they set up. So right now, I feel like more than the scaling, I'm just like, well, Brion need to get a pick. And if they can't actually do that, I mean, this is a good try.
Speaking of a pick, I mean, that is a Warrior Trickster, though. He is going to flash away. Flash down now onto the Monkey as in goes Frim. Another Cyclone in, but Courage in a lot of trouble, and the last shot is going to hit. Enosh picks up that kill. Speaking of catches, seems like they have no idea. Oh, okay, well, now they know. And they're just going to start up this Baron. It's 5v4, no jungler here on the side of Kwangdong.
Okay, and you got to watch out because Cleaver, I mean, he wants to flank so badly, but they can just turn on him, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Akali alone isn't going to be able to get this done. Illima coming through, though.
That's a lot of value there on that True Shot Barrage. He's now flashing, he just R's onto the Akali, and down he goes, and they turn excellently onto the 2 members that were behind them, and they keep this Baron alive, and Bull's not able to do this alone.
They picked Akali into this. We talked about it in the draft. We talked about it in the lane. We talked about how if you try to flank with this pick without more control, you're going to have problems, and problems he has is even though he has a massive gold lead right now between the two, well, it did before this fight.
That was actually excellently handled, Bull.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, right before this, I'm like, I don't think they're actually going to be able to set up coordinated picks, and then they do exactly that.
Yeah.
With a kick here.
Summoned it out of them.
Eliminating the jungle, and then he stays here. Cleaver does. Ward comes down, and he could have just been like, all right, we don't want to go around the top side here, but he has no vision whatsoever, and even with the TP coming through here,
Ivory and Palu handle it so well.
And, like, the rest of the team is gone, so you know you can just turn. Ivory flashes to get the kill here, and then suddenly, your Ezreal is so far away, Renekton also dead. This team just cannot operate unless there's a front line for the Ezreal and they're all fighting together, which is why the flanking Akali just is super the odd man out or odd assassin out in this case, because she just doesn't, she can't threaten anyone besides the Akali, or besides the Syndra, maybe the Varus, but if the rest of the team just turns on her, it's really easy to CC her and blow her up because there's so much burst damage here. And it's like, should Cleaver build a Banshee's Veil? No. No. That's not going to solve your problems.
We have seen it in the past. We never liked it, actually, even once. So I think your point is true. I don't think that should happen. And now, it feels like right as we were saying it, Bro kind of realized, they're like, okay, well, we've gotten flanked, we've gotten out of position multiple times. We really can't do that. And since then, it's been like really clean. So props to them. Bro have kind of figured out how to play out some of these positions. Now, this push with the 1 minion is not great, but that's okay.
Cleaver is going to be able to get this turret, so that's also painful. Brim had teleport, decided he was going to.
Okay, a little pick here onto Dominus, but it does not matter. Dominus, Illima, Renekton just gets blown up. He's only relatively tanky.
Relatively tanky, I guess. It all comes back to the game 1 joke, and so even though they probably could have saved that turret with teleport from Frim, decided, oh, okay, I'm going to back with Empowered Recall. I think I can get there in time. He could not, but they're still going to trade for a turret plus a kill, and with this 1 sieged Baron minion, it's slowly working away. I don't think it's going to last forever here. Maybe somebody splits off mid.
There's another one. His brother.
Maybe somebody splits off
living.
mid.
It's still alive.
This is so annoying. Well, if they both live, then I guess you don't have to split somebody off mid. Once that turret is down, you just kill the inhib.
Well, it's a good thing he got that Vampiric Scepter. I'm just trolling. But yeah.
Oh, you had to do it to him.
Bro are actually surprising us today. This is wonderful. Now, it's a little bit late this season to do it, but hey, bring it into summer, you know?
And it's not over till it's over. Okay.
That's also true.
Notice that Cleaver has done very little damage this game. But what? Could end up getting a flank, right? Could end up killing Bull. Or sorry, Enosh. I just see
never say it's Brover.
It's never Brover till it's Brover.
Bro Coffee, rise up.
Bro Coffee, rise up.
Yeah, that's okay. Good.
Okay. I had to commit to smite.
So Courage takes the red. Okay. I guess it's better than maybe getting it stolen.
Yeah, I think it is. It's still not good though. Baron's up in 2. Same timing of this Cloud Drake. So Brion can trade the, or Ocean Drake, sorry, can trade the Ocean Soul for Baron. Raptor. Oh, don't get baited. He didn't. He actually, I think he would have gotten baited.
Yeah.
But he missed, so it's okay. 2 missed Qs, so he lost his opportunity.
It can stop your Lee syndrome, you know, as long as you just don't hit it. Which is it's a good strategy.
They have such a sick amount of vision control right now.
I guess they're just waiting for the Baron.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, they could trade Baron for the Ocean Soul Point too if they wanted to. I don't think that's worth it at this point, but you can basically just keep Kwangdong juggling between these 2 objectives because they spawn at the same time.
This is gonna get pretty interesting. Bro ahead about 6,000 gold at this point in time. They're doing a great job with their vision control once again. I feel like I'm like watching my young nephew like slowly grow up and like play slowly better. Bro here at the end of the season, just the redemption.
Just like LCK Bro, they seem to play better under less pressure.
Yeah.
So there is that. As Raptor's just fishing with Qs, he looks really silly on the observer's perspective because it looks like, why is this guy just randomly queuing? Because he's trying to find people, trying to get some information, just trying to make sure the rest of his team is safe so they can continue to push these waves forward. Because we're down to, we were 2 minutes ago, like, oh, 2.5 minutes to these objectives. Now we're 30 seconds.
Deny some of the enemy jungle farm as well.
Yeah, and if you have the amount of vision that Brion have on the top side of the map above the enemy Raptor camp, I think you're actually kind of set to do both. You can just take this Ocean Soul and then rotate over to Baron. And Kwangdong Freaks, there's not much they can do about it. They can't do Baron quickly enough to trade, so you're just trying to maximize value.
Oh, little pick on the top. Chains of Corruption. They're going in on this one. Where did he go?
Death Chamber.
Where did he go? He's not even relatively tanky anymore.
I mean,
he's just gone.
Leandri's burning through. He has Shadow Flame and a Void Staff. He's got all the pieces to just destroy that Renekton when the Chains of Corruption comes through. And that's going to be the Ocean Soul. And like I said, Kwangdong can't stop them from doing Baron. They couldn't stop them from doing Baron when Illimo was alive, and he's dead now.
Yeah.
How's that going to work?
Well, he just went back after his death and bought a Null Magic Mantle. I think it'll help a little bit. He's got a decent amount of health, but yeah, it feels like a little too late. Like, these carries are kind of online for Kwangdong. You would really love a hat for Cleaver, the Rabadon's Death Cap, but
I'm surprised at how long it's taking them to start this Baron up. They just want to set a trap instead of just killing the Baron. Okay. They have a lot of vision, like a lot. Like, I don't know if they could have more vision. Maybe one above the pit there they could have. But besides that, like, I don't know if they could have more vision than they have.
Okay, Death Cap completed.
Now, I mean, Kwangdong have a real chance. Illimo's back alive, does have teleport, doesn't even need it. He's already in mid.
It's not over till it's over, Wolf.
Nope.
The game has not ended. The Nexus is still standing.
True. True.
One big Cyclone, one big Flash stun from a Heimer or a Renekton.
Ghost Blade activated.
Ghost Blade activated.
Okay.
And Bro are still not doing the Baron.
Bro are just like, nah, they're gonna walk into us and die. I'm like, I don't think they will. Maybe they will walk into you if you do Baron.
They like kind of are, but not really. As they're all up on the top side, they spot them, and all of a sudden, they haven't quite walked into them, but in a little angle here, as immediately Bull is going to be chunked out quite a bit. Illima on the right side, as Raptor's going wild by himself on the left side of this fight.
If he dies, that's a huge deal, and he's gonna die.
He's gonna die, but Illima did go down first, but that is a jungler away from Bro, as this is a very, extremely weird fight, you could say, as Cleaver, he's got a lot of damage, but down goes Hondil, just disappears, but take a look at the Akali. Cleaver's going mad in the back line, as that is going to be 2 down. Ivory, the only damage left. Big knockup comes in as they combo down the Akali somehow, and Bullet's not able to do it either. Down they will go, and Bro will just barely win this team fight.
Oh man, that was so close, but they've done it. I think this is going to be the game. I mean, they're not going to be able to end right now because they have a 1/4 health Syndra here as their last surviving member.
Survivory.
Survivory, man, and he lived so long. He also used his stopwatch at the last possible second. He was under so many different threats, especially the Akali, of course, but positioned well and then saved his stopwatch to the last possible moment. As this play from Raptor here almost cost them the game. Once again, just blind going on top of the enemy support, breaks his stopwatch here. Cleaver and crew are going to take him out Courage with the first activation. Now, ironically, Courage using Cyclone here to kill the Lee Sin probably cost them this team fight, because if he had it for the follow-up, it would have actually been really quite possible for Cleaver to follow up. Ivory's just like, nobody's touching me, nobody's noticed me. We've got something alive.
Ivory and Frim together, just doing insane stuff to that Akali. Like, there was a chance for Cleaver. I mean, he hit his spike, right? He's on 3 items. The guy is chunking anybody if he can get into the backline, which he can pretty easily, especially with this broken up fight in their own jungle.
Yeah.
Would you say that Bro are thriving?
I would say they're thriving. That's actually a good question.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Just wondering.
That's an old meme, but I would say so, yeah. They are thriving right now.
It checks out.
But by the way, Zhonya's completed for Ivory, so he broke his stopwatch in the last fight. He's got a new one now.
7-3 and 5-Ivory. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
5-Ivory, yeah. Thrivery. Okay. They're still in the enemy jungle, and Bro still refuse to do Baron. Because, I mean, they know if they get even a slight bit out of position, you know, a little angle comes in from Courage or something, then they will lose the fight. Like, we are at that point. They need to sit here and just poke them out. That's how they're going to win.
Yeah. Cleaver trying to find an angle as their vision here is so limited. They do have this one ward. Yeah, kill that.
If you're going to finally do Baron, at least kill the ward, okay?
Okay, now they did.
Oh, but Frim, he's got this front line. The Chains of Corruption are onto both of them, and Cleaver has to go into the stopwatch. He's too low. He's trying to get into the back line, but he cannot this time. They immediately wipe them down. As you see, Bull is trying his hardest
Wipe
but
them
he is
down.
alone. Yeah, wipe him down just
Wipe
like a
him
new
down.
car.
Yeah.
And now Frim is just going out.
All right,
out.
well,
Okay, well,
they don't
that's
even
the end
need
of the
Baron.
game, guys.
They don't even need the Baron. The mid turret, or rather the mid inhibitor is open. They could just push.
Bro are thriving.
I cannot believe Bro denied us the 6 gamer.
It's all Bro's fault, but man, do they deserve it. Really well played. They, you know, it wasn't the cleanest turn onto the Baron, but whatever. They got it done. They won with their lead. Congratulations.
Frim or Ivory, though?
Oh, I don't know. I think
I'm going to go mid.
I might go Palu.
Okay.
Might go support.
That's all right.
Yeah, I might do it.
All right. Breon, 2nd win of the season. Better late than never. Love to get a camera shot of these guys up close. They have got to be excited. Not as excited as I thought,
like
but still relatively excited. Yeah,
we missed the party.
We
Like, they're all
probably did.
standing, you know, cleaning up, but they were definitely happy. I
Oh,
mean,
no doubt.
2nd win of the season.
Yeah, this for Guangdong Freaks a pretty disappointing performance here. Drafting leaving a lot to be desired in that 2nd game too. The Akali finally came online at the end, but still so many ways to shut her down. This is something that we were talking about a lot. We'll watch this one more time. Brim just single-handedly blocking everybody out, and then Ivory is here. He's like, all right, cool. Everybody's set up all at once. Like, Raptor comes over, they can kick the Croc in. And Bull is not even here. Like, he ulted and hit a Q.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because I think they were trying to get positioned to potentially challenge the Baron, but
yeah,
in order to do that, you're like right over the wall. There's a Varus, there's a Jhin, there's a Syndra, like, and from ahead, Bro can just burst you down. Chains of Corruption got so much value in that one tiny little choke point. Pretty nice, and Frim's positioning was perfect. I mean, the guy had insane damage actually as well for Cassante.
Yeah, I mean, that's when you have that much map control. Guangdong Freaks have to take an awkward fight. Follow-up CC is good. And Cassante is just so tanky, he can stand there against 4 people, 5 people. It was only 3 in this case, but follow-up damage was real. Guangdong Freaks, you know, it's one of those moments where we could criticize them a lot. We could say, like, oh, it needs to be cleaner, it needs to be better. But we're at the end of the regular season. They're not going to playoffs. So for them, not a whole lot lost here, arguably. For Breon, a lot gained because it was a 2nd win of the season moment for them tonight. It was a 2-0, which I believe is their only 2-0 win. They only have 2 wins. I think they won last time 2-1, so their first 2-0.
No, last time it was 2-0 as well.
Oh, okay.
So they only win with 2-0s because they're
Only
Giga
clean,
Chads.
Giga Chad,
Yeah.
clean play. 2-0.
What is the
Nothing to see
CC
here.
score of the person who does win this one? Like, the score of, I think Ivory might get it just because even though like he had some really shaky moments in the mid game, his early game, like shutting out the Akali, and then also his damage and his late game team fighting was exquisite. So
500, I guess. As Yundo mentioning that the Breon players really wanted to have a interview on stage before the end of the season, and they will
that's
get
cute.
that. It's their first interview this season.
I guess the other one was one of the co-streamed matches, so it was online.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
true.
didn't get a chance to do a interview on stage, but now they will.
Nice. Really exciting to see.
It's Frim!
We'll get it, actually.
Yeah, the guy was insane.
3,639 CC
Reduced
score.
damage? Wait, what? Monka dummy. Are you kidding me? I mean, he did stand in front of them and tank a lot of damage and also crowd control a lot.
True. 531 DPM for a tank top laner is also quite high. We did see his damage numbers were very big.
I don't understand how you can CC that much. I didn't know it was a thing.
Well, think about it this way. Every time he knocked up people with his Q3, every second they spent in the air, each player counts as 1. So
Even
like,
the slow from 1Q?
yes, the slow also counts.
And his ult, obviously.
His ult counts, his E counts.
Basically his whole kit.
And every time, like every second that someone is ulted, for example, like through a wall, longer wall might be like, ooh, +4 CC score.
And then he got 3,639 somehow. There was a lot of fighting in this game. As they're all on stage, how cute. But you guys get to talk to us at the caster and chat community corner.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Hello.
Hello. An hour of CC. Yep. A
Breon,
full hour.
Breon in that game, I think, showed some coordination that not only do we never see from Breon, but also just most challengers teams can't put together. And I'm not trying to say that the whole time or that it was like the best game we've ever seen from challengers and like that. It's definitely not. But some of those early fights, especially like Ivory, Syndra, the Scatter of the Week into the Lee Sin queue to make sure they get that kill, stuff like that, that requires a lot of pre-planning, a lot of communication, a lot of like winning lane, which hasn't always been the case for this team. Don't pick a Kali into Syndra. Don't pick a Kali into Ivory Syndra. And
Don't.
Yeah, go on.
I lost it. No, it's, don't draft that bottom lane in that situation as well.
Yeah, that didn't do them any favors.
Yeah. You had a losing bot lane, you had a losing mid lane. Your jungle matchup was rough early, like from levels 1 to 6. So, what are you going to go top?
Don't
What, in this meta? No.
pick Heimerdinger like that. Don't do it.
Yeah. Don't draft like that.
Don't draft like that. That was kind of the theme of today, a little bit.
Yeah, there was a bit of that going on today. Even in our first series. Should have been Fizz.
Could have been. I don't know if
think
it
it's
should
good.
have been, but
What did
we ate
so
curry.
he's asked this like 4 times. We ate abiko curry.
yeah, it's very good.
It's very nice. We had that about 2 hours ago. It was very delicious.
Jin pick for Palu was not a pick they had prepared.
Wow.
Also
so he just
draft better,
pulled that
bro.
out.
Bro
and
also
he
draft
played
better.
like a god.
Yeah, you played really well.
That's insane. I wonder how many votes Palu got. Was I the only one? Was
Yundo
I
probably
the only
knows.
Giga Chad? Obviously, Frim got the most. I think definitely Ivory got some. Even Raptor probably got like 1,
What are we going to eat now? I'm probably not going to eat again today. I'm pretty full.
Yeah, I will probably just try not to eat again.
I might eat like a peppermint or like a small
I
candy.
think
on the
only
way home.
one. Unlucky. Is it curry every day? We got curry because they got curry and it was suggested to us. Because we
Yep.
were like, what should we eat today? I don't know. Well, they got curry yesterday. Oh, that sounds good. That's how the conversation went. And then we got curry. No mayo nuggets today.
No.
But every other day, yes.
How many votes were there for Ivory? I'm just
Yundo.
asking all. It's like he's like only
And
you. I'm like,
how many votes for what's his name? Why is this? What? We
not
just cast him.
You-
Enosh.
Enosh. Well, Enosh probably not getting that many votes.
I mean, he got like caught the one time, but so did Ivory. And then he did like a lot of damage. Chains of Corruptions were always good, but they were kind of like follow up. I mean, he kind of did his job. Maybe he got like 1. Was the curry good? Yes.
IMO Korea does Korean food well and Chinese food, but nothing else. I don't agree. There's a lot of good food here.
It's hard to do sweeping generalizations,
Yeah.
because there are some places that aren't those two things, and they taste good. They're good.
Why do all
Media
LCK
KW.
casters sound alike? What?
Well, we spend a lot of time around each other, and we cast with each other, and we've all mostly lost our accents, if we had any, other than Atlas, I guess. Chronicler has a little one, too.
Wolf, when are you doing more English lessons for the KR LCK? When they invite me to do it again.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Korean
one
pizza
day
is a
again.
no-go. I understand that. Although there are some places that are okay, but they're not actually the same as, like, New York pizza. So.
I've noticed all the LCK casters in the English cast speak English. Usually.
Usually. Sometimes Chronicler teaches me Dutch on cast.
I think Atlas speaks Australian, though.
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah. Atlas does not speak English. Your outfits look banger. I feel like this happens every time where people are like, man, you guys are matching. You're like looking good. And we're like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty
It's
decent.
all right,
TBH,
look
LCK
good.
casters
They
are the
fit
best
well.
casters in LoL. Yeah, pretty much.
Don't post that on Reddit.
Hey,
Might
the
get in
last
trouble.
one, the last one didn't get deleted.
Might get in trouble.
I don't think
It's
anyone's
okay.
gonna get in trouble.
I know.
Your casting are banger. Thanks.
How about bangers and mash? You ever eat those?
No, not really.
Okay.
Do you have pants on, or are pants an illusion?
We are. You're not supposed to show them that. We are AIs that do not have a lower body.
My program has improved. I will wear
Yeah.
lower
end of the
waist
cast-
clothing.
At the end of the cast, we're like, okay, goodbye. And then we go like this. And then next time Challengers happens, we come up like this. So, I don't
No
know
one's
why we
ever
would
seen
ever
a
need
caster's
pants.
pants before.
Yeah, never.
Oh, are you not going to show your pants now?
Well, I think that on the desk, on the space, our pants are also just
Yeah,
an
but we're
illusion.
not casters on the desk. We're deskers.
Yeah, I guess so.
Then we go back to
Atlas
being
was
casters.
a floating head for a little bit. That sounds fun.
I did see that.
I slept through almost the entire cast yesterday. So, Papa's in America. Maybe we should get him on a call one time. Yes, AI took over the world. That's why we're back here in 2023 rebroadcasting these games.
Mm-hmm. We also got time travel and all sorts of other stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a little bit scary.
It's a little bit cold in the future. Yeah.
Okay. I can't feel temperature because I'm an AI. Although I can
Well, I mean, I
read
don't
it,
feel
of
it
course.
anymore, but I used to.
I see. Well,
I did watch the VOD of Papa casting LCS. It was pretty good. Pretty alright.
is it also crazy as our game? No, we would never be that cringe. Anyway, guys. I'm just kidding. We can definitely be just as cringe, if not worse.
Game is our crazy.
Reveal yourself.
Our is game crazy.
Yeah. No, I just had to do it for the Twitch clip, you know. KT versus Hamalif Esports 2-1. That was actually closer than it deserved to be. Some fun drafting and substituting moments in that one. And then, bro, the Giga Chads, they get their second win of this entire season.
Yeah, it was pretty legit. It was a very clean series. So this puts us at Guangdong Freaks actually dropping down 2 places to 9th place at -19 here. A win would have actually kept them at 7th. They'll have just 1 game left now. Everyone has played 17 games. So just 1 more to go.
Yeah, it's getting down to the final lap, Wolf. And who is going to come out on top at the end?
The final lap music is going to start playing, like, and it's going to get really. You're going to get really nervous. You're going to feel the tension. Some Lakitu is going to be like,
The tension.
and like fly down and say that it's final lap.
I'm looking forward to it. Although, I mean, this was the last week. Before playoffs, of course, excuse me, which, whoa. Wolf, is this the final lap music?
Yes.
Wait,
they have
where'd
it
it
on the
go?
soundboard. So notice the games that are left are really important. So if D+ actually win this one, could catch up to KT. What?
Just all of a sudden, hardcore guitar just came out of nowhere. It was so loud in our booth. Like, why?
I don't know.
Well, go on, Wolf.
But you guys will notice that Match85 is actually listed as on air. I believe that's actually being played in the arena and will be broadcast in Korean on an official broadcast. I don't think we're casting that one in English, but
Nope.
D+ will be playing in that one is very important because if they win it, they might be able to take first place back depending on what happens in KT's matches. Match, that is to say. And
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's Thursday. And then we have match 89 and 90 as well. Afterwards, I believe on Friday.
I think so. I'm not actually 100% sure when it is broadcast, but they exist. It is going to happen. I just don't know when.
At some point. And yeah, should be fun. I'm very excited to see how this season of Challengers is going to shape up and who is going to be in the first seed for playoffs. And of course, we will be casting playoffs in the following week and on. So make sure you guys are tuning into that on Mondays and Tuesdays as well. But starting tomorrow, LCK Week 9, the final week of LCK itself is also beginning.
Yeah, we have some good matches. Thursday is the day to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I guess if you want to watch KT playing on Friday and Sunday to see if they can get second place, a lot of it is not in their control. Obviously, it's about what happens with D+ and Gen.G, but still possible. And KT do need to win all of their games. The rest of it might not matter in terms of standings at all. But Gen.G versus D+ on Saturday Showdown should be very good too.
Mm-hmm.
So check it out.
Saturday, Thursday, definitely the days I will be looking forward to.
And then that's it. That's going to be the end of LCK. We're jumping into playoffs right afterwards. So final week of regular season.
They should make this the draft song. They should put this in for playoffs only. This is like the playoffs draft song. It's like getting really intense and epic and legendary. So that's it for today.
Yeah.
We didn't get 6 games.
Yeah, it felt like every time I get a 5-gamer, I always feel like I'm missing something. I feel a little bit empty.
Yeah. Should be 6 or at least 9 if it's possible. I haven't had the 9-game day. I think I had 1 6-game day. Just a little bit unlucky.
Yeah, I haven't had a 9 either. I guess I'm not getting it this season. Maybe I have to hope for a 9-gamer in summer.
Yeah, the summer 9-gamer probably going to happen. And that's pretty much it, guys.
Pretty much.
Gonna go home and probably play some video games and then go to sleep.
Yep,
Wolf,
go to
I would
work
imagine
tomorrow.
the same will be happening with you.
Definitely.
And yeah, we've had some 4-game days. Those just went by too fast. Not very common, though.
Yeah, very rare.
Remember to attack in the clan war.
I don't know about that reference.
Yes, Pog Stage should be coming out about an hour before Wednesday's cast goes live, so tomorrow. That's generally when it comes out.
Sometimes it comes out in the middle of the night on Tuesday, though, right? Like 2 or 3 hours from now. So I think it might be out in like just a few hours. If you go check out the Pog State YouTube channel, you'll see if it's premiering in a few hours, which it might be. But I don't know. I don't know the Pog State schedule this week. But we did it a few days ago, so.
Do you guys as casters hang out a lot together outside of work? Yes, if we had time.
What is outside of work?
Yeah, exactly.
What is that? Please explain
like,
this
I saw
concept
Chronicler
to me.
on our 1 day off last week, actually. Just because we were both in the same area, spending our days off in a similar manner. But generally a very rare thing. But Wolf, any final thoughts?
No, thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next time. See you tomorrow for LCK.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.